I love to talk women's basketball. And so we have a WNBA topic. And Jimmy, I'll start with you on this one. The WNBA All-Star game was in Phoenix on Saturday, and it drew 3.44 million viewers, Jimmy. The record prior to that was 1.44 20 years ago, and last year's was only 850,000. So they yes, exactly. Money, money, money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stepping it up. They stepping it up.
And
even the public is responding.
Yeah.
And even more so, Jimmy, Team WNBA played against the Olympic team, Team USA, and we know who didn't make the Olympic team, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and they put the hammer down on the USA women's team, and the Team WNBA won pretty handily. And guys, the MVP of the game was Dallas Wings star Arike Ogunbowale, which I don't say.
Yeah, she was fantastic. Yes, sir.
34 points, 8 for 13 shooting threes. So, Jimmy, tell us, are you surprised that Team USA lost to the Team WNBA?
I'm not. No, I'm not surprised. In games like that, number one, it is an exhibition. They do play hard. It is a competition, but the Team USA, they're looking to, come together in the jail and kind of work out the kinks like we were just discussing with the men's team versus the WNBA. They're getting their game off. It's a little different kind of style in what they're trying to do. So in an exhibition game, I would expect the All-Stars, to come out on top and beat them. But as far as, the draw and the attention and the attendance and the viewership, that's something that's special that I hope that they could capitalize on, and the game continues to grow, because I've been a women's basketball fan for a long time. I always tell youth and young kids, if you want to learn the game, watch women's basketball. They don't cheat the game. They play the game fundamentally sound as possible, and
watch them.
They execute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Derek, I got a question for you on that.
I'm not going to kid you, man. I was what I was going to say is I echo the same sentiments that Jimmy threw out there. I mean, the game has changed when you start talking about the WNBA. It's grown. They're making more money. And I think the two people that deserve the credit is CC, Caitlin Clark, and Reese. I mean, let's face it, those kids played against each other in college, right? They went to war in college for 2 years back to back. Mm-hmm. And I just think that they are the face moving forward of the WNBA. They supposedly don't get along and don't necessarily like each other, but I think it's amazing how sports, in a lot of cases, can bring anybody together. Because for that night, for that All-Star weekend in Phoenix, this past weekend, they came together and simply was a better team. It was fascinating to see, but it's going anywhere. It's not going anywhere but up when you start talking about the WNBA. The WNBA, $2 billion, and then Cheryl Miller came back and echoed that it has to start at $5 billion. $5 billion they're talking about for the W. And I think the best is yet to come. When I think about it, I just think that it's going to go skyrocket up right to the top.
I think one thing that I observed, and I hope that this isn't overstepping a sort of two legends, but the Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese sort of transformation of basketball feels a lot like, to me, the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird sort of late 70s, right? They battled each other and
Agreed.
they didn't really like each other. They showed up to the NBA. They
Right.
were immediate powerhouses, and kind of the game really changed around that time and around them. And that's what this kind of feels
Yeah.
like.
It's a good point.
Would you guys-
Definitely parallels. Definitely parallel.
I would, Jimmy.
Awesome.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with it. Yeah. The only difference is that we're talking women.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only difference. That's the big difference right there. That we're talking about the women opposed to Larry and Magic Johnson. So